Welcome you all students. I come up with a question from projection of sectioned solid. The question is a cube of side 25 mm rests on HP on one of its face with a vertical face inclined at 35 degree to VP. The plane perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50 degree to VP cuts the cube 3 mm away from the axis. Draw the top view and sectional front view. Also find the true shape of the section. So this is a given question for us. Try to take the given data. First, what about the object? Object is a cube. Object is a cube with a side 25 mm. And then what about the resting? Resting on HP on one of its phases, right? Phase on HP, right? And then the vertical phase is inclined at 35 degree to VP. Okay, the vertical phase is inclined at 35 degree to VP. Okay, vertical phase inclined 35 degree to VP. And then the cutting plane, how it is being placed. The cutting plane, it is given a plane perpendicular to HP. It is perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50 degree to VP. Okay, it is inclined to VP. And cuts the cube, okay, 3 mm away from the axis. It is notable, 3 mm away from the axis. Away from the axis. Okay, so these are the things have given in the question. Draw the top view and sectional front view. This is our task. So first take the reference line. So here I gonna take the reference line. So this would be your X and Y, here VP and here it is HP. Okay, so this is a cube. We know cube in the sense it has how many sides? 6 hexahedron, right? Cube or hexahedron. It has 6 what? Perfect square faces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is no base. It has no base or no top base or no bottom base. Okay, all the things are faces and it's a perfect square. These are the things are edges and these are the things are corners. How it is positioned? Take this ground as a horizontal plane and this vertical board as a VP. Okay, it is placed resting one of its face on HP. So one of the face is resting on HP. Okay, and how it is being placed? It is important. Vertical face, when you are keeping the object like this, I can say one of the vertical face, these are the things are vertical faces. One of the vertical face is inclined 35 degree to VP. When you are keeping the object like this, two of the vertical faces are perpendicular and two of the vertical faces are parallel to VP, right? If I tilt like this, I can say this face making inclination. So you need to make 35 degree to VP. Okay, this is how the object is being placed. So for this, first of all, take the front view and top view. In the front view, we shall know the rectangular face, and in the top view, we can get the true shape. Okay, fine. So here, in order to position something like this, vertical face inclined to 35 degree VP, we know when it is resting on HP, in the top view, we could able to see the true shape, right? So here, I'm going to keep my protractor and just measure 35 degree, okay, 35 degree inclined line. And in that particular inclined line, just keep the vertical face first. Vertical face, that means one of the edge. The edge measurement is given as 25. So with the 25 mm measurement, have a note first. Okay, I'm just having here, this is my edge. And this is a cube. It gives a perfect square in the top view. So in order to draw it, have the 90-degree line. Take measurement in your compass. From the end, have a cut. From the end, have a cut. So that this is how the trace will be. Okay? And then join it. So this is the trace. This is a sectional. We are drawing we are going to draw the sectional front view and true shape of the section, right? So in the section, at first you should not do any dot lines. So I am just leaving it with a thin line. Here is A, B, C, D. Top face I am going to give A, B, C, D, and bottom face P, Q, or S. Okay? Bottom face P, Q, or and S. Bottom base is invisible, so I have taken inside the bracket. Move to the front view. So for that, take the projector from each and every corner, something like this. What about the axis? What about the axis? Whether it is given in the question? No. In the cube, they won't specify the axis height because it's a perfect square. Okay, this also square, this also square, this also square, this also square. So we can get naturally what? This height is 25 mm. Okay. It is equal to, height is equal to the side, 25 mm. So take 25 mm. If you want to get the axis, you need to join the diagonals. Okay, at that time you will get the center. From that you shall take the axis projector. Okay, you shall take the axis projector. So somewhere here you will get it. That you just measure 25 mm. And have a cut, height is equal to this side. So with the help of that, I have done it, okay, and then remove all the excess of lines. So remove it. Now give the namings for the top face and bottom face. A, B, C are visible. A, B, and C dash are visible. D dash is invisible inside the bracket. When the bottom base comes, P, Q, R is visible. P dash, Q dash, and R dash is visible, and the S dash is invisible. S dash is invisible. So there I have marked it. What is next after having it? S. You need to specify the cutting plane. See, here the cutting plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined 50 degree to VP. So if it is perpendicular to HP, how to cut the object? Something like this, okay, and is inclined to VP. So the exact position of the cutting plane is something like this. If I take the object, this is how the object is being placed. So I need to cut the object something like this, okay, something like this. I need to cut the object. Cut the object like this manner, 50 degree inclined to VP and perpendicular to HP. So this is how we need to cut it. So when you have a cut in this position, the cut will be obtained in the projection from the top view. In this position, the cut will be obtained from the top view. There only we get the true length of the plane as well the inclination. So from the top view, we get the trace. So we need to specify the cut in this particular diagram, not in the front view, in the top view. Okay, you can remember like this. If the cutting plane is perpendicular to HP, in the HP plane, we shall see the what? Cut. If the cutting plane is perpendicular to VP, then it can be seen in the VP. Here it is perpendicular to HP, so you can make the cut in the HP plane. Okay, so while placing the cut plane, it is given for 50 degree to VP, and the condition is also with the condition 3 mm away from the axis. The cut should be taken 3 mm away from the axis. Okay, this is the axis. This is the center for the axis. Am I right? So what we have to do is, in order to attain the same condition, just take your compass and measure 3 mm and go for a circle by keeping this as a point. You can go for a circle so that you will get a circle something like this. Now 50 degree inclination, right? 50 degree inclination. See, 50 degree inclination, first of all, If it is if you have the mini drafter, it is easy by setting 50 degree, just placing it on this by using your mini drafter. I am saying if you just stretch it to the 50 degree and just move it tangent to the circle which we have drawn, if you make a line, then that will be the cutting plane. Okay, but here we don't have the provision of what, the mini drafter. Okay, so what we can do is, in roughly somewhere here you can keep the protractor and measure 50 degree. Okay, measure 50 degree. So somewhat like this manner you will get the inclination. What we can do is, with the reference of this inclined line, it is not the real one, just for the reference you are making 50 degree inclined line here. Okay, and afterwards with the help of your scale, just move it with the same inclination. You should move it. Okay, with the same inclination you should move it, and it should be tangent to the circle which we have drawn. Okay, so when we having the line will be passing something like this. Okay, something like this. By drawing the reference of 50 degree, by keep moving your scale, just have a line tangent to the taken circle. Okay, so that you will get the cutting plane CP. Okay, so if it cut the object, the portion between the observer and the cutting plane is the removed portion. This portion is the removed portion. Cutting plane we used to represent as long line dash, right? So this is how the cutting plane will be represented here as well. What do you have to do? You need to rotate like this. So this is the cutting plane. Okay, fine. So this is how we need to note. So the portion between the cutting plane and the observer is a removed portion. This is the portion which is remained one. So we can make the remaining portion or remained portion as a dark one. Dark one. Make a dark one. Also this as a dark one. Fine. This is removed with a thin line. We have completed the top view. Now we can give the names for the cut points. Okay. So here we can see the cutting plane influence the top of the face. Cutting plane influence the top of the base. So when you cut something like this, truly complete manner, it have a cut at this particular edge as well, at this particular edge when you have a cut throughoutly. So this portion is removed. So here we will have a cut as well, here we will have a cut. So from the top view, one of the cut point will be visible, one will be invisible. So here I am going to note as 1, and for the invisible I am going to open a bracket. Okay, and when you come to this point, this edge between B to C will have a cut. B to C will have a cut when the cut is throughout. Okay, it have a cut at this particular edge as well. Okay, edge between Q and R as well. Okay, so one will be visible on from the top. For that I am going to give 2, and for the invisible I am going to leave the brackets. After completing it, come in return to mark the invisible edge. 1, 2, so this will be 3 and this will be 4. Okay, I have marked the invisible cutting point as well, the visible cutting point from the top. Go to the sectional front view marking. Okay, so take the projector from the 1, extend it. Okay, it's a projector line. If you want to mark the first point, see, it is between A and D. It is between A and D. A and D is here. So this would be your 1. You have taken the projector and seeing the first point is between A and D. So there 1. The invisible point 4 is between P and S. Am I right? P and S. So here will be your 4. It is between 4 and P and S. We have the intersection of the projector. This would be your 4. And next 2. Take the projector. So somewhere here you will get it. So 2 is between B and C. B and C here, this will be your 2. Where is 3? It is between Q and R. Where is Q and R? Here is Q and here is R. So this intersection point will be your 3. Connect all those picked points. So these are the sectioned region. So you can make as a dark line. You can make as a dark line. Okay, fine. Dark line. So this is the sectioned portion, so that you can make a hatching. The hatching should be maintained at 45 degree, and maintain a unique gap between those lines, which is 3 mm gap is recommended here. Okay, fine. And then when you are having look from the top, when you are having look from the front, the cut portion is seen as well. The some of the portion of face here as well, it is visible. This portion is removed as well. Here some portion is there, right? So that particular portion as well visible from the front view. So that particular portion as well you need to mark as a dark one. So this as well a dark one, but you should not provide a hatchings, because here only the cutting plane influencing. Okay, this is the area this section happen. So here only we need to make the hatchings. Okay, fine. What is next? The true shape. So from the cutting plane we need to draw the axillary plane in order to identify the true shape, right? So here is the cutting plane. So I'm going to draw the parallel line, which is called axillary cutting plane. Here I am going to name as x1 and y1, new reference line. Okay, then from each and every point take the perpendicular line, just a 90-degree line, something like this. If I want to make the first point in the front view, measure it from the reference line, very good perpendicular distance from the reference line, measure it from the newly reference line, just transfer it, so you will get 1. Where is 4? It is on the reference line, am I right? In the projector of 4. So in the projector of 4, I am going to note the 4th point. 2, just take the perpendicular distance from the reference line, and from the reference line in the same particular projector, note the 2. Where is 3? It is on the XY line in the projector of 3. So in the projector of 3, I am going to note that point. So this is the true shape. So try to note with the dark lines. It's a true shape of section view. So you can make a 45-degree inclined line with a gap of 3 mm. Mark it off. This is the true shape, and this is the sectional front view. So we have completed what is been asked in the question. Okay, after that you can show the measurement. Okay, here all the things are phased. So here if you mark it, it will be order. It give the complex to identify the profile. So since all the things are phased, I am going to mark the 25 mm side in the front view. So here, okay, so here I am going to note as 25. It shows this as well, it's a cube, so the base as well with 25 mm side. And then here the measurement for the CP cutting plane, inclination is 50. So here you can make the inclination where you can make. So otherwise here I am going to make a horizontal line, and by having the inclination note like this and write as 50 degree. So it says the CP is 50 degree. And next the face is with 35 degree, right? So here you can take the inclination like this and note 35 degree, so that it shows the one of the face is with 35 degree. And next this tangent we have made 3 mm between the center, or else between the axis and this cutting plane, am I right? So it must be shown. So take the line just parallel to this cutting plane, and make it something like this, and write as 3. Okay, write above it as 3. In neat manner how to provide it, and write a note about the dimensions. Here we have taken all the dimensions in mm. So take a note as all dimension. All dimensions or in mm. Or in mm. Okay. Also, you can write about the scale. Here we didn't disturb any of the things as it is in the given in the question. We have just reflected over the profile. So just take a note, scale 1:1, which is a true scale. I hope you understood how to work when you are having such kind of conditions. Okay. Thank you so much.